Hey guys, we started at 8 o'clock this morning. It's like 12:30 now. That is where I used to lose a lot of time when I did estimating, is the time to go get materials and set up. So like this morning, we came and aired up tires and checked fluids and loaded scaffold and sawhorses and ladders and walkboards. Made sure we had all the screws we needed, and then we went to the place to get the metal. We're going to put a roof between here, this carport, and that mobile home. And so in order to do that span, I'm using 2x10s. They literally can have a dance floor up there when we get through. And so anyway, all this time to get here to the job, pick up wood at Lowe's, pick up metal at Metal Central. All that took 4.5 hours. So that is where I used to lose a lot of time, because I could figure out how much time it took me to do something after a while, but I would forget about the time to go get the materials. So here we are, 4.5 hours into the job, and we're going to, if you look up there, you'll see the 1-bys that we put a metal roof on this house, and we're going to have to make sure that our 2-bys are up to the bottom of those 1-bys so that our metal can go over the top and underneath that metal. So, and then we're going to bolt 2x10s to this. So here we go. I did not show you all the steps like I wanted to, because I thought for sure we're going to have rain. If you pan around, you'll see dark clouds, overcast, temperature dropped 36 degrees. Feels like 40, it's 50 or 49 now with the wind blowing. I was worried it's going to rain and knock us off, so it still may rain. I'm hoping to get the metal on. That's why I did not take you with every step of the way, because that would have slowed us down even more. I like having you guys along. I just got to hurry sometimes. Anyway, I'll tell you how I did it. We took that gutter there and did not cut it off. I did not unscrew it either. I folded it down, bent it over, and we cut it about every 2 feet and fastened it with metal screws to the metal siding up here. And then when that was done, we took these 2x10s, which we could have done it with 2x8s, but I did with just to do higher quality, and we put screws about every foot, 3-inch screws at an angle, so that when we got up there we could hit the 2x that's at the top of that roof. Now there's a 1x up there with the metal roofing. We stayed below that 1x, and we fastened every foot or more all the way down. We didn't do anything on the bottom, and you'll see that. So come with me. You got all those? And we have that gap there. Now on the other side, this 2x10 here, I do not want it to be level. I don't want water to stand on it. So what I did was I went from over there, and I wanted to stay on the flat area, not on the curved area of this thing. So I set it up there. First we were going to put drill holes and put bolts through it. I didn't like how that worked out. So what we end up doing, which I've got the screws in here somewhere, is buying screws that you use on trailer beds for putting metal on, or wood on top of the metal bed. And that is a self-tapping screw, Phillips head drive. It was a pain, but it did go in, and it holds them good. I've got 2 in every one of those. So let me take a break and get these guys rolling, and I'll show you guys some more stuff.